Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my first online class. I am Roxana Chaudhary from City Government Girls High School, Chattogram. My dear students, how are you? Hope all of you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Today I am going to take a class from class 6 and from your English for Today book, and the lesson will be number 16. Okay. Now at first we will know the learning outcomes of this lesson. After completing the lesson, we will be able to know number 1, read and understand text. Number 2, ask and answer questions. Number 3, write short paragraphs. Okay. Now my dear students, I will show you some pictures. Here is some pictures for you, and you can see that there is the people, they are living in their home. Who are they? Can you guess? They are living a home, but it's not their original or own home. It's a old people's rehabilitation center. So today you can guess that our today's lesson is an old people's home. Okay, my dear students, now we will read before starting the lesson. I will give you some keywords to make you understand the passage clearly. Number 1, verse 1, retired. It means having left job or withdrawn from service. Number 2, widow. It means a woman who lost her spouse by death or has not married again. Number 3, colleagues. It means a fellow worker or co-workers. Number 4, bored. It means feeling weary and impatient. Number 5, look after. I hope you know that it means take care. Okay, now we will learn many other words or synonyms. And number 6 is fairy tales. It means a fairy story. Number 7, fond of. It means favorite, having affection. Elderly. Number 8, elderly. It means old. Number 9, well off. It means rich or economically solvent. Number 10, need. It means want or demand or require. Okay, I hope now the keywords or words meanings are clear to you. Okay, my dear students, now you can see a picture and we are going to read the text. In this text, we will know about Moriam and some of his family members. Okay. Moriam is a student of class 6 in a government high school in Rajshahi. Her mother works in an office and her father is a businessman. Moriam is very fond of her aunt, her father's sister, Suraya Begum, who lives in another part of the same town. On Fridays, she often goes to her aunt's place and spends time with her. Now we will go to the next slide. Suraya Begum is a retired school teacher. She is a widow and lives alone. Her husband died 3 years ago. Her 2 daughters are married and live with their families abroad. They talk to her over telephone and come to visit her whenever they get time. Suraya Begum has a lot of free time. She spends her time in reading books, watching TV, visiting friends and relatives. Sometimes she writes letters to her old colleagues. But nowadays she often gets bored of doing all these things. She wants to do something more meaningful, something that would do good to others. She is planning to establish an old people's home in her locality. She knows some elderly people live all alone. They have no one to take care of them. They often feel helpless and miserable. They need care and support. Okay, now the last part we will read. As part of her plan, Suraya Begum started to visit families. She talks to a number of people. She tries to find out the problems of elderly people in their families. She understands that old people are lonely and often they become sick. They have nobody to look after them. On Fridays, she often takes Mariam with her on these visits. Mariam has already become very friendly with some of the old men and women. They all love Mariam very much. She tells them about her school and friends, her studies, her family. And they often tell her funny stories, fairy tales and ghost stories. I hope, dear students, I hope now you have understood the text well. Now we will do some exercise and now we will go to the activity. Here is a matching for you. Read text carefully again and match the words on the left with the words on the right that have similar meanings. That means we have some words on the left side and we have right side, we have the answer. So, number 1, bored. At first I will read: bored, miserable, colleague, widow, support. And woman whose husband has died and who hasn't married again. A person one works with in a profession. Feeling tired because you don't find interest in something. Help, very unhappy. Okay, now I know you know the answer, so I am giving my answer. Okay, the board will be feeling tired because you don't find interest in something. Number 2, miserable. So the miserable will be, I hope you know the answer, very unhappy. Very unhappy. Number 3, colleague. It will be, the answer will be a person one works with in a profession. Okay. Number 4, widow. The answer will be woman whose husband has died and who hasn't married again. Okay, the last one, support. I hope you know the answer will be help. Okay. So, my dear students, I hope the matching is clear to you. And now we will go to the next exercise and we will do some true false here. Okay. Go to the next slide. So, number A, there the Suraya Begum spends most of her time taking care of her family. So, my dear students, I hope you know it will be a wrong answer. Okay, now let me the right answer. Let me write the right answer. Okay, now I'll write in the board. Okay, my dear students, false. We will now do the exercise false and true and false statements. And number A, here is the question is. Oh, problem হয়ে গেল একটু প্রবলেম হয়ে গেল কারণ আমি তো আগে প্রশ্নটা পড়তে হবে প্রশ্নটা পড়ে না আমি ট্রু ফলস বলবো তো তুমি ঝামেলা হয়ে গেল Okay, my dear students, now we will do exercise A2 and here read the following sentences and say if they are true or false. If false, then give the right answers. Number A, Suraya Begum spends most of her time taking care of our family. So, my dear students, I hope you know it will be a wrong answer. So it will be false. It will be false and correct answer will be Suraya Begum spends most of her time by reading books, watching TV watching TV, visiting friends and relatives. Friends and relatives. Okay. So, my dear student, let's look at the board and you will see that the answer will be false and the correct answer will be Suraya Begum spends most of her time by reading books, watching TV and visiting friends and relatives. Okay. Now we will go to number B. Number B, the statement is she wants to set up a school for adults who cannot read and write. So, I think you know the answer. It will also be a false statement and the correct answer will be number B, false, and correct answer will be she wants to set up an old people's home in her locality. So, look at the board and see that the statement is false and the correct answer will be she wants to set up an old people's home in her locality. Okay, now we will go to the statement C number statement and the statement is there is already an old people's home in the town. So, it will also be a false because at present there is no old people home there. So, it will also be a false statement. Number C, false statement, and the correct answer will be there is no old people's home in the town at present. Okay. So, number 3 it is also a false statement and the correct answer will be there is no old people's home in the town at present. Okay. Now, we will do number D. Number D, the statement is Moriam enjoys spending time with her aunt. I hope you know it will be a true answer because it is true. So, the answer will be true. Number E, okay, just let me write number D, true. It will be a true statement. Now, we will do number E, the old people Moriam visits do not like children's presence. So, it will also be a false statement. I hope you know, and the answer will be false and correct answer. The old people Moriam visits like children's presence. Okay. So, number E will be false and correct answer will be the old people Moriam visits like children's presence. Okay. Now, we have finished the exercises, the 2 exercises, and now we will go to the next slide. And my dear students, now we will go to the next slide, and there is a letter for you. So, Suraya Begum needs many people's help to make her dream come true. She sits down to write a letter to a friend who was her colleague and who now lives in the next town. Now we will read the letter and go to the next slide. Now we read the letter. Dear Sharmila, how are you? I am writing to share with you a plan that I have. I know some old, physically weak and lonely people in our town. Some of them are quite well off and some are not. But they all share one common thing, that is, they live alone and have no one to take care of them in sickness. Sometimes they don't have anybody to talk to. I have a plan. I want to set up a home for the old people where they would live like a family and we can be a part of that family. 2. I need your help because I know that together we can do a lot. Write to me soon. I will wait eagerly for your reply. Your friend Suraya. Okay, we have done many things, my dear students. Now I will give you some homework. The homework B1, answer the following questions. Number A, who is the writer of the letter? Number B, who is she writing to? What is the relationship between the two? Number C, does the writer have any particular reason for writing this letter? Number D, do you think what Suraya Begum wants to do is her profession, or is it a community work? Why do you think so? Okay, now you have also the B2 as a homework. Work in groups. Think of some good work that you can do for someone around you. What are they? Now write 2 or 3 sentences about what you can do for them. Cues: teach, help in doing something, clean, etc. Okay, my dear students, you have to do the homework in your home and you will take a photograph and then you will send it to our City Government Girls High School page. Thanks for being with me. Stay safe, stay home, stay safe. Okay, thank you.